Welcome to the show, Jay. It's been a little while since I've had you on, but a pleasure as always, bro. How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right, man. Obviously, other than everybody's gonna die soon. I'm doing great. I'm just coming back from jiu-jitsu. It's a good day. So
Well, let's touch on that subject right off the bat, brother. In the last 48 hours, as far as the fighting community, man, things have gone crazy. I mean, it's doomsday all over the world as far as MMA and mixed martial arts, sports in general. Tell me what's going on in your mind as far as this coronavirus taking hold of social media.
man, yeah, there's always people that overreact. I'm not even gonna say that I haven't overreacted to it a little bit. The point is that it is something that's people can die from it or not, it spreads to people that can die from it. And it's all over the place right now. And, people are in hysteria. I couldn't find a roll of toilet paper if my fucking life depended on it right now. I think that it's something that we should take seriously. I don't think that it's something that, we didn't take it seriously, and now look what happened. You know what I mean? Everybody rolled it off their shoulders, even myself. Yeah, this is bullshit. And now look where we're at. The NBA, the NFL, there's a travel ban from internationally from Europe. There might be a one for in between states. I just don't think especially for fighters and like the gyms are closing down because they have to wait. You know what I mean? Like, this is a big thing for people that are fighting locally and internationally. Like, I'm afraid we're going to lose Khabib Tony for the fifth time because Madison Square Garden. What do you mean? There's how many people are there? You know what I mean? They're not going to allow that to happen if that's what's going on. And I just don't see in the foreseeable future, like in the next month and a half, it getting much better. You know what I mean? I don't think that they have a solution. Their solution to this is stay at home. That's the reason why self-quarantine exists, because we have no fucking idea what we're doing. We have no idea what to do with this. So they're just like, stay home. Even to like people like Charles Barkley and like NBA players. They're like, yeah, we don't know what to do, so stay home. Don't talk to anybody.
And as far as
I'm concerned about my event. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Like
and them guys you're talking about, they can stay at home and survive. I mean, as far as fighters like you that are just, on the cusp of getting to, the bigger stages, making a solid career and making money at this, you might have to stay home. I mean, your livelihood, you work at the gym, you are a trainer. And you talk about
exactly.
So this is affecting the fighters on the smaller scale more than the ones up in the the upper eyes there.
I think people are focused on the disease itself and who catches it more than what it'll affect outside of that. If everything shuts down, nobody's getting paid, nobody's spending any money. You know what I mean? Like, this whole thing could be much further than it is right now, and it's going to get worse before it gets better. I think my main concern, more selfishly right now, and I know that Michael Colbert put out a big statement saying he's going to hold out, and that's because he has a lot of respect for us as fighters and all the commitment that we put into our camps and all the ticket sales, and it's going to be a big event. It's hard to just let it go. But like, if they're banning groups of over 200 plus people, Cage Titans, I'll say this, I know how much Don Shane has already sold.
Yeah.
I know how much Don Shane has sold. And I'm not just, I'm saying that to his credit, he sold hundreds of tickets. Okay? That's just Don Shane's. That's never mind me, never mind the Lozon guys, never mind Mitch, never mind all these people that sell hundreds of tickets at a time. So if Massachusetts, specifically Massachusetts, is shutting down large-scale sporting events where thousands of people will, or even hundreds of people gather, I just don't see how the commission is going to allow 2,000 people to enter a room where the main spectacle is two people sweating and bleeding on each other. I just don't see it. You know what I mean? I'm not hoping that it does. I'm still cutting weight. I think that's the worst part, is that I'm still dieting, and so is half of the roster of this event. But we all have this feeling like, dude, there's no shot that this gets better before in the next week and a half. No way. No way with the way it's going. So it's like, it's concerning because you do put a lot of work into it, but at the same time, it's like, well, I don't want to go to a gym that has a bunch of fucking shit in it.
Yeah.
I don't want to have, you know what I mean? I don't want my gym to close down. What am I going to do now? Now you're going to have a bunch of guys miss weight. You've got 2 fucking shows back to back, and everybody's gyms are closing, and nobody wants to go anywhere because we have no idea who has the virus or who doesn't, and who, you know what I mean? It's just a fucking nightmare. So, like, people can say that I'm overreacting, but there's just a lot of domino effect to this that's, like, affecting more than one person's life, just other than the people that get infected. You never mind all the health insurance shit and all that other shit that goes with it. If we're talking about fighters right now that are trying to fight in the next month, even the CES guys might get affected by this.
Yeah,
and they're on the 24th.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, they're a month out, over a month out, and they're speculating they might even get this done until May. So it's like, are we postponed? What are we doing?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a weird place to be because we're all working hard still until we hear the word.
Yeah.
Or if we do, and it's like, okay, if we don't hear the word and all these gyms close down, what happens?